Your Humanities Half Hour is brought to you by the Northern Marianas Humanities Council, navigating the human experience together.
Hafade, Tero, and welcome to Your Humanities Half Hour. I'm Catherine Perry, and our guest today has been recently honored for her work teaching about the Marianas in Japan. She is a professor at Teikyo University in Tokyo, and this year she was appointed as a Honorary Marianas Tourism Ambassador. Professor Kyoko Nakayama, and also with her one of her former students, Yuya Azuma. Guys, welcome back to Saipan and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
The Hafare and the Tiro, thank you for inviting us today. So it's an honor to have my story with the local people. Thank you so much again.
Yeah, yes. Thank you. And Yayu, you've been to Saipan before. Welcome back.
Thank you.
You wanted to introduce yourself?
Oh, okay. Hello, Hafade and then Tiro. Wahusi Yuya. My stories are elementarios, Kubo, Giza, Evina.
I think that's so beautiful that you speak Chamorro, and we're going to get a little bit of a taste of that later on when you share some music. But first of all, I want to congratulate you, for being named an Honorary Marianas Tourism Ambassador. And can you share with us a little bit about your volunteer work teaching about our islands in Japan?
Okay. I work at my university as a teacher. My student want to become an elementary school teacher, so I need to teach about education. Our major is mutual understanding for international understanding, cultural exchange program. So in Japan, to become an elementary school teacher, they don't need to understand the Mariana culture, right? They need to understand the Japanese culture. But,
right.
Yeah, but in these days, in Japan, there has become more multiculturalized because foreign students came to Japanese school. They have a more diversity classroom. So right. I wish the future school teacher understand how to show the respect the other culture, how to accept the other culture. So I want to learn how to accept, how to respect. It's very interesting to learn the other culture. Then I'm interested in the Mariana culture, so I share my story and my experiences to learn the other countries' culture with my students. So the reason why I teach Mariana culture, it's not in formal curriculum, outside curriculum. Then university don't pay for me to teaching about Mariana culture, but university allow us to use campus facility, campus classroom. It's supported us very much.
Tell us about what kind of activities you do to engage students with learning about the Marianas.
Okay, after classroom, I have my private class lecture in the university classroom. There's volunteer students come to my class that I share the history and culture. Then the other side, we have a cafeteria, a nice cafeteria. That I have a program to have a Chamorro music concert. The music concert is easy to join. The students enjoy listening to music and listening strange language. The strange means the Chamorro language because in Japan, no one speaks Chamorro language in daily life. Mm-hmm. So students, what language? What's that? So I can share this is Chamorro language. So it's very strange but beautiful sound, the pronunciation. They just enjoy the other language. That's one of my project.
Yuya, what is it you find interesting about the Chamorro and Carolinian culture?
So I found interested in language, Fino Chamorro. So I find some Chamorro words come from Japanese words.
That's
our
right.
origin. Denke, Zori, Sensei, Hancho, Daigo, something like that. And so I found complicated grammar.
Complicated grammar.
Yeah, so Bairan Chamorro, Bumaira Chamorro. Chotsu inenkanu, tsumotsu inenkanu, something.
Eat food and eating food.
Yeah, something
okay.
like that. So very spicy in Chamorro, the pika, but very spicy in the pika, ka, right? So it's unique for me. So then to learn Chamorro culture and Carolinian culture, and one of the figure to respect the other country or Chamorro culture, I think. Yeah.
What are the students that you're teaching, what do they know about our islands? Are they familiar with us? Have they heard of us?
Yeah, to be honest, Japanese young students don't know about Marianas well. In these days, the economic condition is getting worse. They don't want to go study abroad. They don't want to go to abroad. So they focus on enjoy Japanese culture, within Japanese. So in social studies in school system, they learn about World War II history. They focus on Pearl Harbor and atomic bomb and invasion China. So no words, they cannot find the words Marianas in textbook. So the reason why the young generation don't know about Marianas. Yeah, that's to be honest story.
How did you come to be interested in the culture here, and how did your passion grow to all the things that you're doing today?
Myself?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was interested in Japanese immigrant in America, U.S. mainland, and Hawaii. Then I was a member of organization of a workshop, for teachers workshop. Then we brought the teachers from U.S. mainland and Japan. Then we asked the teachers how to teach about World War II, Pacific War, from the perspective from U.S. side, perspective from the Japan side. They are discussing about how to teach. Then therefore I noticed they talking about Pearl Harbor attack. I know Pearl Harbor attack. I know the small word Guam attack. I didn't know that Guam attack on the same days. Pearl Harbor attack. I just know Pearl Harbor attack. I didn't know Guam attack. Oh, I didn't know Imperial Japan attacked Guam. Then I was ashamed because my lack of knowledge. Then I started to research. I wanted to know about the history between Marianas and Japan, between Guam and Japan. But I couldn't find a book published in Japan in Japanese language. They focus on how to fight during World War II, the war strategies. Then I couldn't find the Chamorro, telling about the Chamorro culture and Chamorro history. Then I decided to go to Guam. I decided to go to Saipan to research, and I want to see the people who can talk about the war to me. My starting point was.
How long ago was that when you first started researching?
Almost 15 years ago. My first visiting Marianas in 2008. Yes, almost 15.
That's a long time to be volunteering.
That's right.
Why do you do it?
It was so fun because all of people are very kind to me. They share the history and food and time, so they facilitated me. Then I noticed the Chamorro culture is very unique. And in Saipan, I noticed the word Carolinian. What Chamorrinian? What Chamorrinian? Chamorro, Carolinian. I understood, but now contemporary they mixed already. Oh, it's very unique and more diversity. Yeah, it's fun.
Well, speaking of fun, you've agreed to share some music with us today. Can you tell us about the song that you're going to share?
Okay, thank you. At my first time, I focused on just observing the Chamorro language class and the dancing class, but I wanted to join the singing a song. I wanted to join the dancing class. Then I asked Manamuko in Guam. So, could you teach me your favorite song? Then she taught the song. The title is the Moonlight. Then I didn't know that is a contemporary song and an old song, but the song was very beautiful. Then I decided to practice the song. That is my first song in Chamorro language.
All right.
No, I'm sorry. A little bit I confused about. The song I'd like to introduce now.
Okay, so you're going to sing Moonlight later.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's fine. We want to hear Moonlight.
That's all right.
But the song you're going to sing now, yes.
Now is our group song. The Master Frank Labon in Guam.
Master Frank Rabon.
Yes, Master Frank Labon in Guam. They taught us how to dance, how to express in Chamorro language. Then I asked him, so I would like to make our original song, but our management is very shortage to compose in Chamorro language, so they helped us to compose our original song in Chamorro.
I understand, and you can go ahead, get started. I understand you shared your thoughts and your feelings with him, and he composed this song basically for you.
Yes, right.
Awesome.
Okay?
Are you comfortable? Do you have enough?
Marianas, Chantilina, Samoru. Famagun tanzan itasi, inamabisa ni comprende. Takamakutsura mo magufa, iyan sa mas kutilinala. Famagun tanzan itasi.
Guys, that was so beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It reminded me, you actually have a dance group in Japan, correct?
Yeah?
Is this one of the songs you dance to?
Sure. Yeah.
And how do you do your choreography?
Choreography from Guam, Master Frank Labon. There's some, quite a few songs I make hand motion and then movement. Yeah, both we use.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
We'll be back after this break with more.
Hafade Zantiro. I'm Leo Pangilinan with the Northern Marianas Humanities Council. We'd like to take a moment to thank our generous sponsors who have made possible the many programs in our community like this show. We couldn't have done it without them. And if you value the work we do and would like to make a contribution to our efforts, we ask that you consider making an in-kind or cash contribution to the Northern Marianas Humanities Council. Any amount is appreciated, and donations of up to $5,000 qualify for an educational tax credit. We appreciate your partnership and support. Sinzus maasi, olomai, and thank you.
Welcome back. We're chatting today with Professor Kyoko Nakayama. She's an honorary Marianas Tourism Ambassador, sharing about the Marianas in Japan, and also one of her former students, Yuya Azuma. Guys, so exciting. I'm looking forward to our next song in this segment. But before we get there, what are some of the important stories or information you share with the students that you engage with about our islands?
Okay, with the student, with the Japanese people, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I noticed there are same value, same significant custom between Guam, Marianas, Japan. So my favorite words, I have 3 favorite words. It's one is chenchuri. The second is balutan. Third is inafa. So these are very, very similar with Japanese custom. So helping each other, sharing the food, and if something good things, the next person will get good thing. I help something, some person, the next turn is my turn. That is the same value. This Mariana Islands, Japan, the very different is culture and the language, but we have a same custom, we have the same value. So it's this is a unique point, and I'd like to share. I'd like to tell Japanese people, Japanese students, if the country nationality is different, but the humanity is same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's a very important lesson, and I hope they so. Sensuli. Balutan, we had some debate if that's a Chamorro word, but we think it's a borrowed Filipino word, but still the concept is sharing food, right?
Yes.
Yes, and then the third one was
Inafa,
yes. Doing good to others.
Yes, that's right.
What about the history? What are the important things you teach about the history of the islands?
Okay. So young generation don't know about World War II history in Marianas. So I taught Japanese student the Guam named Omiyajima. The Japanese controlled the Guam. Then Japan controlled Nanyo Gunto and Saipan, Tinian, Ruta. So Japanese government used their land. The Japanese government consumed their land. Then
for like sugar industry.
Yes, that's right. Then they argued to learn Japanese language. Then suddenly they want to cut the ladies' hair, like a more be Japanese. So then we had a very sad history between Japan and Marianas. Then, but young generation don't understand the history. But they come to Guam, they come to Saipan, they visit the Northern Marianas as a vacation, holidays, leisure. So I'd like to young generation show respect the local people here. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Yuya, you've been to Guam. You've been now to the Marianas. What are some differences or similarities you notice?
Okay. When I was a university student, almost 10 years ago, I took a hot class. Then my interest concentrate on only Guam. Then there are a lot of things I have to learn or study about Chamon culture or relationship with Japan and Guam. But my second time from here, come to here, so I can open eyes and mind, have wide perspective, because not in Marianas, not only Chamorro, but also Carolinian people here. Yeah. So it is very beautiful culture, beautiful people in Saipan, also in Tinian Rota. Yeah.
I couldn't help but notice when you were singing, I was admiring your wraparound.
Yes.
And this is like an original design. It says Hafade Tiro. Did
Yes,
you have this made in Japan?
Yeah, we ordered this pareo wrap in the Philippines because in Japan, no company accept our order because too large and the kind of design. Then we needed to order the Philippines.
Because it's a wraparound.
Yes.
It has to be big.
Yeah. So, but we'd like to make new design for visiting here. So we know the Mariana Islands, the not only Chamorro but also Carolina, both of them, they're living together. So we made a new design for both people, Hapare and Tilo.
Yes, thank you. What is the name of your dance group?
Guma Famagun Tanozani Tasi. Maybe you can find.
Guma Famagun.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Famagun
Tanozani,
Tasi.
Children of the Land
Yes,
and Sea.
that's right, that's right.
Very nice.
Yes.
I understand you're working on an exhibit, or maybe sometime this year there is or was an exhibit at Teikyo University. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, I produced the museum exhibition 2017 and this year 2024. So why I made a museum exhibition? The people who live in Marianas, they kindly share the goods.
Oh.
Kyoko, you want to bring this one? Kyoko, you want to bring this one? Yes, yes, yes. So I collected a lot of things from the Marianas. For example, like a canoe, for example, a pandanus mat and a coconut hat. So I put on a lot of things in my house. Then suddenly I noticed there's a lot of collection from Marianas, but nobody can see. Then my idea, okay, we have our university have a museum space. Then I decided to have a museum project, but two small things, but the space was large. So I decided to ask the Marianas people. So I explained about my project and how do I want to make the exhibition. Then I like kamuzu. Do you know kamuzu?
Yes.
Yes,
For
kamuzu.
grating the coconut.
Yes,
yeah.
kamuzu. Then I cannot buy kamuzu in Japan. Then when I came to Saipan, I asked my friend in the Cabrera family. So I'm looking for the kamuzu. I want to get the kamuzu for a museum. Okay. My Cabrera family member told me, Kyoko, you wanna bring me back to Japan and my kamuzu? Oh, thank you.
Like the one I just used yesterday? Do you want that one?
Yes. I asked
Authentic.
her. Yeah. I asked her, but you use this one. Don't you have trouble if I take your kamuzu? It's okay. I have an electric machine in the kitchen. Then. Yeah, I got some ruins, artifact, or some contemporary funny things. A lot of collection I had. Then I produced the museum project. Yes. Now in my university, still now the exhibition is still running.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
I'm sure people are very interested to see the Cabrera family's kamuzu.
yes, with the Linda's photo.
Well, I want to thank you both really for your time and your passion for our culture and everything you're doing. You've graduated now over 10 years, but you're still pursuing. Yeah. Any final thoughts before you go? Oh, and we do want to hear the final song, but before that, anything else you'd like to say before we close?
Okay, I introduced my favorite song. The name is Light of the Moonlight. Okay.
You play the guitar?
Oh, sorry. Next time he's playing guitar, I'm not. Just a singing song.
But you really play so well together.
Okay. Agui inani langit opera cruzan gabun unai si lenshu na puegi una libia initivu
And that is the first song you learned, correct?
Yes, that's
In
right.
Chamorro.
In Chamorro.
That's an old song.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. And you may have been nervous during the interview, but when you played, oh, it was so sweet and so beautiful. Thank you both. Any final thoughts before we close today?
Thank you for asking me that. I really appreciate for everyone, the local people, teachers and the family, expanded family, everybody kind to us. I very fascinated with Chamorro culture and Carolinian culture and Marianas culture. So I would like to continue to my way.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And thank you. Thank you for what you're doing on behalf of our people. We really appreciate it. And Yuya, thank you also for sharing today your talent and your thoughts. Our guests today have been Professor Kyoko Nakayama of Teikyo University in Tokyo. She's an honorary Marianas tourism ambassador and also one of her former students who has a great passion for the local culture, Yuya Azuma. You can talk to him in Chamorro if you see him on the streets. This has been your Humanities Half Hour. I'm Catherine Perry.
Your Humanities Half Hour has been made possible in part by a major grant from the National Endowment for the Humanities. Democracy demands wisdom. Any views, findings, conclusions, or recommendations expressed in this program do not necessarily represent those of the National Endowment for the Humanities. For more information or to share your thoughts, contact the Northern Marianas Humanities Council at nmhcouncil.org or on social media at 670 Humanities. That's 670 Humanities.